Welcome to the stream, little chatfish. How are you doing today? Are you ready for another fun little day being a chatfish?
Getting squished.
Bing, bing, bing.
Alright, now I must escape this place. This dude's
It's a
like
dude.
just fucking like I'm a little fucking weeb.
He's a weeb.
People who play this game are weebs. No, I can't fly!
It's true. This game is very weepy. Do you need more?
You're a weeb.
You're a weeb, Harry. Just fucking Harry Potter with, like fucking the chocolate sticks in his mouth.
I have to go around. Welcome to Stream Cthulhu. Bull,
no
Mookie,
chatfish.
Boulder, Brian, Harlot, and Turnip Chips. Except Jano. Beep.
Yes, chat. It's the Spud again. You are currently just over $2,000 from returning Kibbs to his true form of the catfish.
Catfish, you must hurry. The Restoration Fund will reverse the furry curse. That's like the fully coolest.
I'm the furry, and that's another $3,000 afterwards. If it goes you, then it goes me.
At this rate, we're forever cursed.
Potato and a furry. And Robin is the Frosted Flakes Tiger Man.
Frosted Flakes, like, they're great! Fucking Frosted Flakes over here. That's your new nickname, Robin.
But I'm a lion.
You think you can't call me Frosted Flakes?
I'll call you Frosty.
Alright, Frosty. That's a very... That might be too powerful of a nickname. Frosty Binsky. Catfish, do you want to change Robin's name to Frosty? Frosty. Frosty the Snowman. Honestly, he just kind of makes me thirsty when I think about it. I want a
You want like a
frosty
slushie?
beverage. Yeah, something like that. Or like an ice cream or something. Frosty. Something frosty.
Tasty.
Hello, Boulder. Hello, Jono. Hello, chat.
Little boulder, little chatfish.
You're late, chat. I can't believe it.
Your Majesty.
Semper Tantrum donates 30 generous dollar dues and says, "Need a new chatfish." You gonna follow that up with the
Thank you
chatfish
very much.
animation after you get that one?
Semper in chat. I don't see him in chat. Semper, which artist?
Remember, the Alu Palu's on vacation. So if you want it done by
No.
Palu, it'll be a while.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait. If it's from Palu.
Just a heads up. Anyone that wants art from Palu, vacation.
A potato is a tuber, and Gibbs is a potato in the game, a virtual potato, if you will. So this confirms Gibbs as a VTuber.
He's just like, no. Why, you want it done by Palu? I mean, you can wait if you want.
Is Bino available? Yes, Bino is available.
Oh, you want Beano, okay. El Beanster. All artists are available except for Palu. He's on vacation. He just handed me his last piece of work and then he waddled off.
He lived in your pocket.
We do need to meet with Carlos now that he's back home. Discuss work. Betsky. That's for you
Yeah.
later. Okay, make sure. He'll only be there. Luckily, Squealy doesn't have to deal with it. Squealy. Wee, wee.
He says, wait a sec. Bino had my last one, so he says. contemplating which artist to abuse.
The only thing I can think about that I don't like about this game after playing it for so long, one thing. Whoever designs the environments or the zones, sometimes they put the weirdest enemies that feel like they don't belong here. Not in this particular zone, but in others, where it's like the giant frog things. I was thinking about that. It's like, why are there giant frogs there?
There's sometimes in the swamp, sometimes they're just randomly placed.
Yeah, it feels like it's just sort of weird.
Maybe they just like licking crystals.
Little.
Also, they are actually next to a swamp.
Those frogs are huge, though.
That is true.
Whatever can be taking. God damn it, Bitsky, save me.
Kill the little dragonfly.
Alright, we gotta kill him. I have to go to my stepmommy's birthday today, so I'll be departing in about a. We'll be streaming more today, chat. But in a couple hours.
Okay.
At 4:30
you want
p.m.
fun? Alright. I'll
It's
remind you.
The clock's in up rank on the game, I can see it.
Semper wants Semper 5. I remember that he goes by Alucard in Discord. Little shit.
Just rename him
Alucard.
Semper. What's he gonna do, cry?
You told me not to do that. You
I changed my mind.
whiner.
Whatever can be taking her so long, Kupo. My replacement should have been here already, but I don't see her anywhere. I'm so hungry. I'd wager she went home on account of these troublesome Tullians that are flapping about. If you slay 4 of them, that should secure a safe path, giving my replacement no excuse. Please, my stomach begs you, Kupo.
Moon-eyed Moogle. Yeah, his eyes are squinty. Interesting.
Yeah. Sometimes the moon is squinty as well.
Is that it?
Aye,
Ominous.
that would be the Airy. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul.
Caustic hatred.
'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Good old Garland. Here to save our bacon.
It's always Sid who gives us all
Anyone
the
else getting
problems.
ads? Oh no.
Kibbs, did you forget?
They're off by default. So YouTube has probably circumnavigated my powers. Yep, they are. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Airy. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well. On the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for himself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Renat's Forum, Aerith. From what I gleaned, the Holy See decided the ambitious airship project, Sid, will still be in Ishgard. But we have a little objective to do here. Slay 4 Tullians. Whoa.
Oh, they're doing the side quest.
Yeah, because I need to fly.
Kip can't live without flight. I'm gonna avoid the damage cone.
The Julians are no match for our righteous fury.
I still have a level 50 book, so I can't damage them. But good job. Good job killing them for me.
Okay, I thought you were like, you were doing all sorts of cool moves. So I figured you were useful. So
He's
I
using his
figured
big scholar brain to attack him with knowledge.
He's like,
I'm
education.
healing you at least.
One more needs to be slain. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Now that the Tulihans are out of the way, it's only a matter of time before my replacement gets here. I'm about to pass out from hunger, so I think I'll go ahead. What could go wrong, Kupo? Maybe get stabbed. I cannot fly yet. A tragic fate to befall me.
Need to do a couple more quests.
You are pretty far away from flying anything. Do you have all the
I think he's done every
currency even?
Yeah, I believe all the camps are
The compass?
check. This beast slain. Nope. The compass detected no by currents.
Alright, so
Then
you
you
just
got
need
all
to finish the quests.
Let's go to Quotas.
Well, I mean,
Well.
I don't think you have... I thought I saw some quests.
Yeah, they're quests, but they're
What?
yellow. No blues. Oh,
There were
there's
no
one.
blue. No, there's the blue over there.
You forgot to hide your Moogles, Cap.
Destroy the Moogle people. Like, these
But
little
they're
fluffy
funny and
things.
retarded.
So they're kind of like Chatfish, except they're like little bat bears.
Well, there might still be a main quest as well that gives the last one.
Accept this holy quest. Hide and seek seemed like a fun game at first, but I had no idea everyone would be so good at it. Now I just want to go home. Could you find the other Moogles and tell them it's time to leave Kupo? No, I shan't.
Hello, a very angry Iron Warrior, and welcome to the stream. It is indeed story time.
Welcome to the stream.
Right now, it's side story time. It's not that bad, right?
I can't believe you found me. I'll find an even better hiding spot next time, Kupo. Well, there's a big fucking marker above your head, so, you know, that kind of helps.
Perhaps it's because my ears are more sensitive to it.
Like this? Because you're a little cat? That's just like your squirts a little ketchup out of it.
You're a little baby. Is that why they're more sensitive?
It's a little
Why?
bit-
Because I have better hearing than you old kooks.
Look at how fucking mad he is. Oh my god, there's some serious copium coming from Reggie's side of the fucking room here. I can smell it. Oh, it smells like coop.
What's coop smell like, by the way?
Squealy, whatever squealy smells like. Squealy. Bad BO, probably. It's like,
Calling me stinky. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, stinky. Oh, that's so dumb. You actually found me? Ah, well, I suppose it's time to go home, Kupo. That takes care of him. There's one other little moogly bastard somewhere.
Those Moogle shits. I think one's hiding behind a pillar, if I remember correctly.
I got that one. That one was like the first one we got. It's probably up here. Or not, maybe. Or maybe, yeah, maybe it is. This looks like a place to be a Moogle.
This looks very moogly to me.
Yep, there he is. Emasculated Moogle. I fell asleep in my hiding place. I think I'll return to my comfy bed. Are you painting them well? He's like, no, you fucking messed up. He like drops the paint all over, like, ugh. Unbelievable, you already found all the Moogles? Finally, we can go home. I've never seen such skillful seeking in my life, Kupo. Sorry to make you find everyone. We usually don't hide this well. You'll be the first one we invite to our next game.
Excellent side.
Well, riveting story.
Here comes a repeatable quest. Moogle hide and seek.
Alright, sadly we're still missing quests.
So, just main quest now then.
Yep, we'll head over to Korthos. Beep. Touch my toe a little bit. Yo, Chatfish, how you doing? Oh, you know, doing pretty good. Just little yellow dudes swimming around, generating hydroelectric power. Oh, yeah. Alfino is right here. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Skysteel manufactory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who, Sir Aymeric? Would seem the obvious choice, but there is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. I have it. Count Edmond's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Eminalian is about.
Good boy Alfie now, using his brain.
He's like, big dinky, and then he explodes. Big dinkied himself to death.
It would probably have been faster to just check all those places. Just teleport there and check. No, he's not here. Oh, yeah, next place.
What? Oh.
Welcome, mistress. Tilius, shall I show you inside the manor?
Yes.
I always thought the chainmail looked really weird on Ellison.
Why?
Ah, the
Just
hero
wraps around the
returns.
ear.
How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust. In search of Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of Said Silver, haired genius, has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting the monstrous airship the Holy Sea Commission to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishap from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come here, we must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Genghis Kektorites, $44. They should complete the Yingdio. Hashtag Yingdio. Pretty sure it started by Polly, so I'll let him choose the artist. Ying speak, skirt, sing to the tune of Spider-Man. Oh, Squilly, that's your song.
Also, by the way, you donated $10 over it, so I can have that.
Profits are profits.
Profits are profits. Ying your wine, he sucks you off for a clam. Phineas. Finish you off with his hands. Weaves walks down your pants. Look out, here comes Yinga wine.
More gold, your majesty.
You like clams?
No.
Thank you very much, Jesus.
When is Yingbin gonna be a thing?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah, when?
You know, he's jealous. He got
Well-
left behind.
Polly. Polly. Actually, no. This is Yindio. This is going for. This is for the. This is for getting an Indio avatar for the stream.
Yep. Indio
So
has to make it.
no, your artist doesn't get the choice. You don't get the choice of artist.
Yep. If it's for the stream overlay, Indio does all the avatars. It's like all animated chatfish are done by Alu. It's so we have consistent art style. Aerith Alphino, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. He's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. Another wind barrier? And you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's an agile ship for her size, but not that agile. The Javanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Estinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. All right. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. Oh yeah, we just built like this fucking train wreck travesty. And we all fucking die. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. Oh, it is far, you lied. Oh no, I don't teleport there.
God damn it. Kev, just walk up to a crystal. He can do it from there.
Well, that's right. I forget.
They made getting around cities very convenient.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I learned that one.
You need to be out of, you actually have to be out of a crystal in the first place.
No, it's upstairs.
Beep. The Hands of the England Avatar is complete. I think Reguline's is too. Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace, the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the Mana Cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Bottles. I was wondering when we were going to continue this part of the storyline again. It's been a while. General Raban says he may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Earth, pressing though Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Manicutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alfino. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. This past time Ulda was delivered from this darkness.
You not have to lower the camera to look at Tattoo at least?
No. I was too busy reading to even see if it's out of bed. Did you even see her at all, or was it just like a
No.
That's fucking
saw
great.
her hat, her pointing in the air.
Not my fault that she's a fucking tiny little gremlin.
We could not follow Kim. No. Oh no, he's Waking Sands. Never mind.
Oh, we must destroy the usurpers.
I
Oh,
still have a couple of Vesper Bay.
usurpers.
They never gave me those.
You want some?
No.
I think I can give you them. Okay.
I got a boat. And an SSD, so the loading times aren't that bad.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
Can't tell if it's upset or happy.
She's just potato.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours? Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo, and for Uldar!
Aerith pops off one of her little arms. He pops it on. He's got this tiny little fucking lapel arm. It's like, it's like a T-Rex. Like
it may be smaller, but it is just as strong.
Stronger.
He's got target strength.
Potato strength.
Potato strength. What say you, Potato of Light? Our target is Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident, and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents, and confirm that Meriel is still in hiding there. Probably going to be best to teleport, because I assume that the Silver Bazaar is in the big city of Urda. No, it's not. It's lighting. Genghis donates $100 and proves himself a gigafish. He says, the world will know Binglet. Any help the bucket could provide in this grand endeavor would be most appreciated. It is too late to apply the extra $10 from my previous dono to Binglet. No, it's not too late. This is for the Yinglet Beano avatar. That means you had 90 of, what is it, 90 to profit?
90, yeah.
Yeah. Math! Just like basic math, and they just explode.
Thank you very much, Genghis.
Well, there you go.
Oh, it's down there. And thank you for your generous donation. Chat, we are $90 away from turning Robin into a Yinglet. If you could but help in this humble task, to help Genghis Kek, the gigafish, the round fish with little tiny legs and a little tooth thing. Yeah, that's me. That's that guy you just mentioned.
Is it best for me to remain ignorant of Jinglet lore, so that
you should?
This is more enjoyable.
We can do another Yinglet reading of Chat Funds It, and then we can make Robin read it.
Yeah, he can read lore. Yeah.
And what brings you,
Gold,
little
Your
midget?
Majesty?
What brings you to our lonely little hamlet? Before I believe the arrival of your entourage has just about doubled our population. Looking for Meriel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back into Ulda, you may as well give up. Now, the girl's done with city life.
Oh, Genghis wants a Beano Yinglet.
Oh, a Beano? But Binglet is fucking... It would be Rare-lit. Because Robin... Or would Robin be Ringlet? I'm gonna... Okay, so hold on. Genghis, I'm gonna interject here for the first... If this is for an avatar on stream, that would be pretty wasteful because Beano only shows up on rare occasions. I'll let you change it to Robin because you will never probably see it. Just saying. Oops, accident clicked. You'll never see it used anyways.
I think simply the fact that it exists will be enough for him, though.
I know, but you're gonna lose a lot of support. You're gonna have to do it on your own because nobody else is gonna probably help you in that case. Meriel she's here, left the city for good. She says barely leaves her house though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Close to the entrance. So it'd be this house, right? That one's close, kinda. There's Mariel.
You.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
Oh shit.
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
As her name says Mariel. Fuck.
General Alden.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well. Little potatoes behind him.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Oh my god.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
It's Lolorito! And
lol.
That very big pointy hat person.
Lolorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
And turned that potato into 2 potatoes. We'll smile.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve.
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, The man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
His chances of being eviscerated are going up.
Alas, ill birds entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger? Hmm?
Oh, he's such a piece of shit.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
Cup.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
Sees the lies when he tilts his head up.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
She got lucky.
Like, I guess I gotta go with him.
Damn.
India saw the commission.
By the 12, I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he, of all people, would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Shall we also make our way to Ulda? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us.
Genghis asks, would it be okay to make it so that Beano's avatar is always a yinglet when he does appear?
That would be unfair because we have a paid activation mode for them all. If that's the plan, then no, we can't do that. Because making an exception makes the whole deal basically kind of redundant. And it doesn't secure profits. Doing it for free is actually bad. Now, some things we do for free is like the poll I put in the community channel in the YouTube thing where chat can vote. By the way, there's a poll ongoing in the community page. I'm going to start experimenting with allowing more free polls so that there's also polls that actually don't get overrode by donations all the time.
Oh, I can't.
What?
Turn around. You say Ethernet.
So yeah, if you want to vote on the next Pharaoh Total War campaign for either the Mesopotamians or the Aegeans, that's going to be the base poll, and then the sub-faction will be a Dono goal. Ethernet.
Chamber of Rule, I think.
So click on the hustling strip, and then you can go there. Round, KB, round, KB, round, round.
We're now back here. And we're not. We're best have here. Her grace have with the likes of you. Oh, that's right, they hate us. Flame General Raban mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way, if you will. The potato, waiting. Tiny feet. Tiny. Actually, hands are pretty big. Oh my god, she looks so stupid. We can make it a poll, Genghis. I would like to let the bucket decide Binglet or Yingbin. I don't know what it's for, but
It's for who gets the avatar, Kibbo.
Okay, is Yingbin Robin?
I'd assume so.
And top one is Beano. There. Never mind, you can just fund both over time.
I was having the longest dream.
My God. My last scene of memory of this girl was
Your
her
Majesty.
fucking reaching at the sky as she died.
Whenever they have scenes like this where people are in like magical slumbers or even just in comas and stuff, I just have to think about like all the complications that come with handling that. Like someone has to clean her.
Yeah, because she
like
craps
that all the
herself,
time.
yeah. She has no idea she's been crapping herself.
Why do I smell so bad?
Stinky, we're done.
Uh-oh, stinky. That's terrible, but yeah. No, that is actually something to bear in mind. Because if she's in a coma, she's like crapping and pissing herself. Because
the reality of it is that you're not supposed to think about it.
And she's been doing that this whole time, basically, ever since she was allegedly assassinated. The logistics of taking care of that. I mean, that's the maid's job, I guess.
The assumption is that the maid would be taking care of her. Or she'd be subsisting on something else than food and water.
I mean, how the fuck did they fucking feed somebody in this era with coma? Because in modern society, we put a pipe down your throat and then stuff your tummy full of stuff. It's like, there you go. There's some fucking nutrients, you little fuck. Little fuck.
Maybe they use aether? Because aether's used for everything?
Because when you become a vegetable, they just stuff food in you.
I mean, I it's not like I know, but I can imagine that you can still feed people. It's just without being able to actually put it in the right tube, the risk of them choking is probably pretty high, but...
Yeah, that's definitely a concern.
Also, have a donation.
Polly donates $50. Earth Restoration Fund, Restoration, Daddy Fund, Stock Fund follow-up. The Skirt Fund is now activated. Yep. You have a year and a half to reach it. So you better start donating for it, chat, and you better start fast. Because the speed of what you did last year has dictated the speed of what you must do this year. So it's like, what the fuck? We were so good, we get punished. It's like, yeah, pretty much, fuck you. Okay. Let's see what Nanamo has to say.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
He always reminds me of Sean Bean. She has no idea what the fuck has happened, by the way. Like, okay, I guess. Like, she doesn't even know about the plot, the assassination, Ligi's plot.
Oh, by the way, I cut that guy in half.
He's fucking dead. He won't be showing up at the meetings anymore.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
No, she was thinking about abdication. But she got basically knocked out of the
Her
picture.
Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens.
Oh, she still intends for that, maybe.
Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves. Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
Damn, he's still fucking coping over it.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alfino, proud member of the Scions.
You gotta remember, his ego was pretty fucking big.
Yep. I blush to speak thus of mine in turmoil. But the fact remains, there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. As Bensky looks like he's gonna start railing him. He's like, hello, little fucking Ellison boy. It's like, no. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this Manicutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. I and Ulda too shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Ugidi, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Elfino. To me, I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Aerith? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Just see Bensky smirking out at me. It's like, wow.
Teleporter.
Torva hates Alphinaud.
But he's just a little twink. Why would you hate a
Torva,
little
you're
twink?
my little Elfino. He's like, no. He just screams.
I think he, in the beginning, he's definitely, like, not great. But I do think
he's already starting to
grows
improve.
on you.
He was very arrogant when he formed the Crystal Braves. Very arrogant. But ever since he was betrayed, he has actually improved as, like, a character. Him being betrayed was the best thing to happen to him. Commander, you're alive! And Aerith, too? I knew that you'd escape, though. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you. All of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas sight messier than expected, but we was still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye, the Crystal Braves chant in return. Yes. You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the utmost profound regret that I must, and then he's about to be. That's enough of that, Commander. We know what he's a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. You tried a mutiny and we cut you. We've talked it over, see? And we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks. But we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other and to you. Commander Elfino, our minds are made up, so ye may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Menphilia and the others. Oh my God. My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Oh, you're being a bit of a crybaby. Pray excuse me, I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty, Aerith. Ah, he's on the self-deprecation arc again. But this, as Thalak as my witness, I will do everything in my power to earn it. I must speak of future plans. The remaining Braves, any information we uncover on the missing Scions, will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Urianjur in the Waking Sands, and Tataru in Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland and the Manufactory. I will join you in the Ishgard as soon as I am able. And back we go. Imagine manually traveling in this setting. God damn, it'd be awful.
Yeah, it would. It'd be really bad. And I know, because before I realized that you could take the boat from Limsolominsa to the Waking Sands, you had to at least run the whole way from Horizon.
No, wait, not you. You're just a blue dude.
Do you want to be an engineer?
No.
And it's like, no. What about machinist?
Aerith, how in the seven hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Manicutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to other finishing touches, you might want to pay visit to Fortem Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. Ah, good old edgy Estinian.
Edgestinian, if you will.
Oh, damn it.
No ether currents in the city.
What? Bitsky, are you lying to me, Bitsky?
There actually is one, but it's a quest, and it's for another zone. We don't care about yet.
Welcome, Mistress Tilius. Shall I show you inside the manor? But of course. Yes, fancy, fancy. Alright, edgy boy, let's swing what you can. You have fulfilled your obligations to the Uldan, then? Mistress Tataru has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these manicutters of Master Garlands were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Eyrie, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. Where the fuck is Sir Emmerich?
He's not here. He doesn't live in House Fortem's manor.
Oh, that's right. I forgot who was... That's the House Lord Fortem.
You forgot who Emmerich was?
Yeah, I forgot who Emmerich was for a moment. Another little Ellison. Just like, it was you know, kind of weird like
You want to go to the Forgotten Knight, I think.
Very tall.
More gold, Your Majesty.
The Ellison are giraffes by nature.
Oh, yeah.
This way? No,
Temple Knight Guard. Sir Emmerich has been eager to speak with you. Pray proceed. There's Emmerich.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the Manicutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isard taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these Manicutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
More gold, Your Majesty!
She's like a little midget.
Like, they're the same race, by the way.
Appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Thanks for discouraging all our support. Santa like,
you know, Aimor's actually pretty good at fighting. You could take him. And Alphino's a healer.
So we're just new DPSs? It would seem so. Fuck.
But don't worry, I'm a dragoon. I'm made to kill dragons.
I have pricked Master Alphino's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the area. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough, without the added worry of carrying a novice. Damn! Damn!
Fucking mean!
We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the Mana Cutters. Jupiter. Wrong button.
No, you want to go to Sky Steel Manufactory.
Oh, there it is, yeah. Oh, wrong way.
Cream wrap.
Aww. Choomba, donates $5, say Yingbin. Sock Fun, Bernier, Robin's Choice. Thank you for the nation. It appears the poll has been running long enough, I think.
Also, Polly Matthew did donate $50. Estinian's best boy. As Restoration, Daddy Fund is perfect.
Thank you for your generous donation, Polly. Savior of the bucket.
And welcome to the stream.
Robin's Choice. Where wanted to go, Vincent?
Did Undergrowth get funded yet?
No, not yet.
Alright, put it there.
My prospectometer. No, not you, goddammit! I always see you when I enter the building. Don't talk to me. No.
You
okay?
No.
It's like you were not supposed to say no. But yes, yes indeed. There you are, Sid. Aerith, old friend, the cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties tear through the wind barrier like a cermet drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, Warrior of Light. The Dreadworm awaits, says Estinian. He's ready for battle.
The Airy, now accessible.
Boing. Right?
Yep.
Let's go to battle.
To Bitole.
Bitole.
I'm ready.
Generic is ready. Are you ready, Gibbs?
Yeah. Germany bugfish. Where's that? Harley, get the membership. Thank you for the generous gifting membership. Remember, a Giga Chatfish, always donate to Kib. Okie dokie. Wicked mortals, I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. There's a that looks like a dungeon into which we
like the start.
Let's land here. As far away as possible.
But what about up there? I don't want to go up there. I want to start from the bottom. But why? I want to kill everything inside. It's like, holy
What about all the loot?
Meat gives Sherman. Okay, there you go. By the way, you want to hit sprint, by the way. Generic's gonna be pulling a lot.
Really?
I'm fucking sprinting.
Or is he gonna be pulling like a pussy?
He's a pulling puss. Oh no, he's running off. Oh god. I accidentally opened Windows. I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press Control 4. Welcome to stream, Precious. Squishy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, Mickey. Oh boy. Is that Binsky or still doing that?
That was Vince.
It was me.
You're gonna get us fucking copyright struck.
I was just gonna say we're gonna get copyright strike by Disney.
Actually, I think they lost the license over old-fashioned.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie.
I don't think they can copyright strike you for making
They can't. There's actually a lot of
Please say
YouTubers
that.
who are paranoid about that shit, but yeah. Oh boy. Garsh.
Garsh, Sora.
Garsh, Sora. I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Kill all the people in the Everacre Woods.
Goofy, shut the fuck up. Garsh. Do it again. I'll do it again. Making lots of progress, Chatfish. Perhaps too much. Leaves.
It's rigged. You should report.
You're about to be dead.
Stand next to the boss here. You pretty much always want to stand next to him. If you get tethered with a lightning thing, run over to one of those purple glowing statues on the sides, and it will attach to that thing instead. Otherwise, you're gonna blow up. that's why you want to stand next to him, because he does that. Okay, I got tethered.
See you in the next life, Minsky.
It's fine, I did the mechanic.
The one mechanic he has.
He has two mechanics. The other mechanic is don't stand away from him. I think he also does a cone attack, so it's basically just don't stand in the wrong place.
He's a dead little snoodle now.
He is
Treasure
dead.
chest.
Genghis donates $20 and become a Giga Bucketfish. He says, I see it's been decided at the risk of causing mass confusion, and because I yet to come up with a better name, Yinglet Robin shall be henceforth known as Binglet. Binglet, Sock Fund Yingspeak. How many hours of Yingspeak are there?
7.
You're probably going to want to stock those up for when you activate the Ying mode once we get all the people funded. Listen, I'm looking out for you, Genghis. I'm making sure you get the biggest bang for your buck. You say, wow, Kibby's on my side. Wow, he hates us. Oh my god. It's like, true. I hate all of you. All the horrible things you make me do.
Hold your majesty.
Okay.
A lot of dudes.
A lot of AoEs, by the way, so be mindful. Ooh, that hurt me.
Not even breaking a sweat. Easy.
Easy peasy. The one thing I do not like about Dragoon is the AoE combo, because it's just three things.
Yeah, but that's not just Dragoon, it's every single class.
At least with Black Mage, you can spam like Fire 3s and then move into Flare.
Yeah.
No pet of nudges. Harlot, don't be tickled to death.
Ooh. But then he gets tickled to death.
He gets tickled. It's a horrible way for a Chatfish to go.
I thought they couldn't die, kiddo.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a horrible way for them to go.
The only way for a Chatfish to be...
They don't die.
Put on a longer timers for them to be suplexed, remember?
Yeah. Gives them 5-minute cooldown. Like, what? Oh, 5 minutes? Only 5 minutes.
Rather than the instant cooldown. Go for slow kib over here. You want to avoid standing in the cloud.
Ooh. Go. See you all in fish hollow.
Win.
Yeah, but... Oops.
Did that one.
Very close to
Oh.
They changed this boss, and honestly for the better. Before it was just weird and annoying.
What he used to do?
He used to summon bombs, and then he put like fart clouds on the ground, and then the bombs would go around and suck up the fart clouds, and you had to wait for him to suck up 3 clouds, and then you had to kill the bomb. And the only reason that didn't work was because there are too many people in the world who can't read English.
Oh my god.
Don't know how to do the mechanic and can't read chat, so you can't communicate with them. But the real reason they changed it is because they added the ability to play all the dungeons with the NPCs, so you don't actually have to play with other people. And they had to change mechanics to make it work with that.
There's still quite a few required dungeons that require you to be doing people.
Sure. Most of trials now, though.
Yeah. But queuing as a DPS is it takes a while.
Yeah, I don't recommend playing the story as a DPS as for anyone. Just play as a tank or a healer. What?
Got him. He's running for it. He's running for it. God damn it. Always pressing like fucking Windows key or something.
I do that constantly with Helldivers.
After many years of practice, I no longer accidentally press the Windows button. However, back in the day, when like alt-tabbing was a much bigger problem, because you went out of like proper full screen mode, it took forever, and games crashed, whatever. Like playing hardcore Diablo 2 or something, I just took a knife to the keyboard and just popped out Windows key.
I thought you like set up a knife that cut you every time you did it. It's like I learned not to do it anymore.
No, not
that hardcore. I would either learn or lose my thumb.
Rom's hardcore. He's not that hardcore.
So what happened? I don't have a thumb. Oh. What's wrong with Chatfish? You're not good at video games. You can't chuck it. Quit killing him. No, I can't cast in time. I feel like Squealy, a deadbeat.
Your Majesty.
Oh.
Wow.
Getting as much as I'll say, when will Yinguline's avatar be ready? Not trying to rush anything. I'm just trying to plan my financial future. Once you're done funding them all, you tell me, and then we'll actually set them up. We're just stockpiling them until you guys are done. That way when we code it, we'll only do it once.
Before we start, let me add up all his donations.
Oh, that's not gonna work out very well.
There you go.
Chatfish.
Chatfish. It's Needholger, Kibble. Needholger.
You mean ne?
We're fighting the final boss already, Kibble.
Wait, this is the DLC? For expansion? I mean, it kind of makes sense.
65. No, 55.
That's true. It's not going to be as long as the base game. Woo!
understand in that. I think he still does the sable thing. Not now, apparently.
Don't be in the middle. Don't be in the middle. Don't be in the middle.
Oh god, I'm ascending.
Kib's got thingy.
So what happens? You just break that?
Yeah, the other people have to hit. And it's good that everybody is like super spread out, because it's very easy to miss that happens. It's like the #1 cause of death here.
I typically have to do it for my party because they just don't care to.
Yeah.
Attend me, my kindred. Slay these treacherous somethings, children of man.
This also used to be different. In the past, Estinian was here. He was standing by the stairs, and the healer had to heal him to full health. And then Estinian would use the arm to create a shield to block this.
It's so weird that they change designs so often.
Well, it's not often, it's once. And it's only because they've gone through like every single dungeon and done that, because they introduced the different pieces everywhere.
Yes. No.
What do you mean no?
You were supposed to stack onto me.
Oh shit! I didn't see you. He's fucking dragging it away. See movie.
Someone go play some games with Jimmy, guys.
Oh, Jim boy.
How you doing, Jimmy?
Y'all got all of those games.
Tonight, after I come back from my stepmom's birthday, we can do some Valheim. So you have something to look forward to, Jimmy.
Jim Barino.
And tonight we'll also be trying to finish the Return of the King watch-along, extended edition.
Continuation.
If we have time, we'll see. Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me, time had done not to dilute thy kind's depravity. Depravity. Okay, we can click. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and shall do so again.
No, worm. This ends here.
The fucking smile he made.
He's been waiting to kill this fucker for years.
gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Damn.
They are ours, Lord Haldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldrath, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, it is plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown.
Justinian's helmet.
Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Heilenart, Durander, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Warm.
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Though Nidhogg is fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew.
He did say that he would be bathed in blood by the end of it.
With Nidhogg fallen, none save for Hraesvelgr remains. To answer our question, let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. You know, I could have sworn you really don't like her. That's why we left her there.
It's like a woman moment leaves.
Yeah. Unironically, S2 is like woman moment, just like cringe leaves.
Like, he wasn't wrong, it was a woman moment.
She's like, all the things I believed were a lie. It's like, yep, well, that sucks. All the things I believed.
You mean I was right all along?
Need my Chatfish mount. My Chatfish will carry me to glory.
But how does it feel, Chip? You killed the villain. You killed him. He's dead.
Well, is he?
Beat the expansion.
Nidhogg apparently came back once before, allegedly. Oh, she is still fucking moping here. Was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Hraesvelgr to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us not your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon Song War was all but consumed your life, and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learned the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, warrior of light.
Just tells her to shut up every time he meets her.
Yeah, pretty much. Impenitent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Oh, it's his eyeball. Twould seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield one half of my strength. My brain.
Little hemorrhages. Ah.
Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Ratatoska's eyes and glut their appetites upon her essence. She is slain then? What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Ellison. But thou wert enchanted by the mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Ratatoska her life, and me mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. Resvelga, 'twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg, that's gonna hurt. It's like, ooh. They bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother.
It's just like taking out a lens. Oh, what is it called?
My vengeance has begun. That doesn't bode well. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Sorry.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. No happy conclusion for him. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. He is fucking cranky. And even he told her to shut the fuck up. Damn, the Ice Queens just get put in her place all the time. Or the Ice Bitch. Though he lifted not a single clot, would seem that Hraesvelgar's weakened, or wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us. Yeah, by lending him his strength, which started the fucking Dragon Song War. Just a little problem.
Deaths of so many
It
generations.
was my life's goal to slay Nidhogg. But I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
Okay, one thing I find funny here is that she goes from being like Dragon Church victims to, yeah, they deserved it. Look at her.
Nidhogg deserved it. There was no reason with him.
Yeah, Nidhogg is beyond redemption.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
Nice.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
My God. She experienced what we call character growth.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
Uh-oh.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgar was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
They're too retarded. The people are retarded. You know the clip
Wait,
I talk of.
I would join you. There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Is the bishop still doing that double dealing, double crossing thing? And he's actually not going along with that plan? Or is he playing? Is he a double agent? Is he a double? Sees her, it's like, He's like, listen, whatever, you know? Okay. Okay. It's like Ice Heart's with you. It's like, do we kill her? What's going on here? What's going on?
Remember, chat, if you want to unpotato Kips, there's a restoration fund going.
It's getting there. It's already a third of the way there.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
My lady.
Like, oh, they immediately simp. Show us your toes. Fucking screwed
Hear
up.
me, brothers and sisters. The war is ended. Nidhogg is no more.
Oh!
Aye, it is so. This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low.
Oh, what the fuck is happening?
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
He's like, oh,
fuck! Damn!
No, my friend! Far from it! At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
okay.
Peace?
They're like, okay, go home then, I guess. That guy's upset.
Damn, now why did you fight?
Good.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Cock blocked.
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Her little cat thing. That was rather too close for... That is a very precarious position, Aerith, you're in. Go on the dark $10 and say, Kibbles, all I want to do is finish some projects and write some stories, but I have to make mun-muns, which is very distracting. Got any suggestions to solve this other than becoming a VTuber? The reality is you need to accept the fact that you just need to keep doing what you're doing. Just keep working. That's the big thing. What makes or breaks somebody. Understanding the long haul.
The truth, or not the truth, but what I would suggest if you're just having trouble getting to it because you're doing things and it's just falling between the cracks, set up an actual schedule.
Yep.
And you're like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna write, every Tuesday, every Thursday at this time, and then always do that. Don't ever try to do it when you feel like it, because you're probably gonna be too tired to do it.
You're gonna be too tired or exhausted. This is something I've learned a lot, and I'd still struggle with because I have to stream, because that is one of the downsides of having to raise money. You take advantage of the fact that you have a schedule and you have a stable job, and actually set aside days and times to do those writing things. Normally either in the morning or in the night after work when winding down, things like that. Then start increasing it, But don't burn out either, because that's important. The important thing is a steady pace, and you will win that race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like exercising, Just make sure you do it a little bit now and then, and as long as you don't drop it, you'll probably start doing more eventually.
Yep, exactly. Some stories, and some of the best stories, took lifetimes to write, right? Like Tolkien spent a lot of his time doing it for a great deal of his life, and ended up dying before his work was ever completed. So, that's the reality. Sit down, get comfortable. Look at George R. Martin. Criticize him, love him, or hate him. He's at the end of his life too. You gotta understand that you're in it for the long haul. It's not a race. Just keep going. And get comfortable. Let's see. Harchefont. That was rather too close for comfort, but would seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with the 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. I confess, I was a little more than dismayed to see you in the company of the Lady Iceheart. Whatever's going on, Aaron. I assume we're just telling him. Beg pardon, you traveled to the Churning Mist together, along with Estinian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified, Father and Sir Aymeric must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I'll bring Sir Aymeric to Fortem Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well, Aerith, and I shall await you there. Beep.
Tolkien spent several years before World Cowabunga 2, then the entirety of World Cowabunga 2, and some years after World Cowabunga 2, writing 6 books that make up Lord of the Rings. That was 3 books.
3 books make up Lord of the Rings, technically. It technically was supposed to be 1 book. The Hobbit was written for the niece, if I remember right, as a kid's book. Welcome, mistress. Tilius, shall I show you inside the manor? My nose itches. And most of it was world building, which is, where most of the lore always goes.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
He's just a happy lad.
Potato.
The infamous Lady Iceheart? Here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
Chatfish.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
We need a king.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
Chefs are big dinkies.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him. That which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it. Even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emmerich is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emmerich's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
Yes, there are commissions open.
I thank you all for your support.
For all but Pilu. Pilu is busy. Pilu? Oh, Pilu.
I want you to know something.
What?
Hoshafont called him father, yet he, despite being the oldest elf we met here, is not the inheritor of the Fortemps mansion and Manor of Fortune name. That's because he is also a bastard.
Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be long. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. I take it this is going to go south no matter what. This is
yes.
going to go south. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our back, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You're correct, Master Elvido. Not even the assembled might of House Fortem and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses? Precisely, the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries, rumored to reside in Broom. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might as well be persuaded to assist in Sir Emmerich's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Elfino, and I would have you and Aerith reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn a servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as an outsider, the two of you may receive a warm welcome. But he will. We shall seek out the leader of the revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks, Estinian. Will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? The dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the highborn fight amongst themselves. How very wise, Aerith. We should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Kataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. See you later, Gobi.
Have a good one, Gobi.
No, it's Harlot that's going. Good night, Harlot.
Oh no, Harlot!
Bye, Harley.
Just like shoves Gobi out the door. He's like, eep, as he tumbles down the steps.
He's going. Harley's gonna go eat and then work tomorrow.
I'm going to leave as well.
What?
For 10 seconds.
Okay.
To the bathroom.
Go pouty bit.
Wow. It's gonna be gone forever.
Had you there for a moment.
Aerith, Alphinaud, gods, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you. And you, Tataru, how did you manage to escape with the chaos in the streets? Gibberlant and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey? You're not serious. What was Sir Emmerich thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him. I wouldn't have believed anyway. I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they are led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker, if ever I have heard one, but mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us all make inquiries below. Inquiries, inquiries. No. What's that? Speak up, I can't hear as well as I used to. And then we just gave up on him. I don't know God's damn thing about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. Wow, little brat. I think I'll just kill him anyways. Like, dies. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood. We're all of us dogs down here.
Mongrel.
Not a single shred of information, just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataru's ears are as sharp as ever. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on while I continue speaking with the people of the Broom. Why not go and see Gibberlant knows aught of value. As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. Upsy daisies we go.
What do you think of the plot twist, Kibbo?
What are you talking about?
About how Breastvilger gave his eye up. How do you feel about that?
Alright. You know people long for sympathetic ear, but they need to know what it comes with tight lips. I mean, it didn't surprise me. That's what you're asking. Discretion, Aerith, that's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction, but to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the Crozier who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me, agreed? Game's sending me all over the goddamn place.
It's time for the part where they buy time so that time can progress in the story. Yeah.
A queer moniker of a bucketfish. Squeals. We are making stalwart progress, bucket bros.
Bucket bitches.
So, you're Jubilant's errand girl? Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always, right? Right. Any road, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. We're making progress, little chatfishies. Let's see. Chatfish are round and rotund. Oh, wrong way. Derp. Whee! Well, you going to hand them over or not? Damn. Aye, this ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. There are few things which stir the hearts of men like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Haritha is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another. I forget. Anyways, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? I think this is probably going to be one of those use these thingies.
Yeah, I probably want to go to the Pillars. So, there you go.
Can you do me a favor and open up your armory? Your bag? No, that
Control I.
And look at the ones you can't equip. What's the... No, the ones you can't equip. The one that's level 60... Okay, no, you should be fine. I think. The level 61 was what? I think it was like 270 or something.
Yeah, it's 270. Which
Yes,
is...
yes, I am here. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, miss? Here's a bottle of stuff. Aye, I know the smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare, her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, that poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that baron. He cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. 'Twas not more than infatuation, what she felt. But she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, God's the scandal. I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a Hayur made it so much, well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets like so much refuse. After she returned to the room, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. Quite tragic indeed. Polly's a little hero fish. He's a cute fish.
I think you can probably buy gear that lets you get in there now, just from the next expansion. So it's probably not a big deal, but it used to be like, and it is like that in the newest expansion too, and it's always been like that. That you need to get to a certain item level, and that can mean a lot of grinding.
The amorous nobleman beds his maid servant, then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the women and children who live it, though. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Garadoul, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibit spirituous beverages. Aye, if ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him.
I think Kibbs has maxed out poetics, doesn't he?
It's not down there?
I don't know, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Further down.
Yeah.
They're pouchy pains. Alone's blessing be upon you, miss. Aye, a gift for me? This scent, how reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me, tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. Ah, that little girl, bless her heart. She couldn't help what she was. Eventually, she won them over, but those first few years were trying. Even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. She was a remarkable woman here. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future, for her daughter's future. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us, and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Aerith, and we can't escape it no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Good.
I think the starveling's to your left here. No, not that. Not over there. A little further up. Yeah, there they are.
Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone else in specific? I'm looking for a mongrel with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. The raven black eye. What? Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you, though. Won't rather... It's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? And I break her neck, and she's like... "Eee."
Here we go. Let's see here.
Have you made any progress, Aerith? So our mongrel was born of an Elysian nobleman and a Hyrule maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we only need remain vigilant. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? She, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Aerith. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. Bonk. Investigate over the streets, but no sign of Tataru. Not from there, anyways. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either. Ugh, I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. About to get beaten. Wait, down there. Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her quickly, Earth, after them.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House 4 Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Held her.
Lay a finger on the blue blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
I think Hilda is the only half-elf in the entire game.
I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights, eh? But what if I don't want to go to the Forgotten Knights? Ooh. We must leave this party.
He was abandoning us.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hell's?
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy.
And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Such simple creatures, rats, certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
The bite you want is... Ah, damn it. You come and get it. My social security patience mechanism has only just begun because the pump is up. I like how you're all like ranged fighters, so you're all just shooting them.
No, it must be.
Defend, sir. Carry birds. Kill the rebels. Damn, there's no end of them.
You disgust me.
Seems you are beyond reason. How marvelous. I suppose now is as good a time as any. Stop this, all of you. It is madness. Why are you crazy? Lord Archibald, over here. How fitting. The noble bastard and the mongrel bitch. This mongrel bitch is going to put a bullet between your eyes.
Bear witness.
Pelone, guide my sword.
Witness me.
Witness me.
In the face with silver. Explodes.
Just setting the place on fire.
Filthy rat!
It's standing in the fire.
Our schmuck can take it. He can take anything.
Kick his ass. Whee!
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough!
I thought he hit him and he went like that.
It's like this is Skyrim giant smashed him in the head.
Like he just fucking spun up in the
I laughed so fucking hard when I saw that scene.
Oh my God.
Flips the fuck away, but it looks like she smacked him.
It honestly looks like he was impacted and the kinetic force of the fucking spiraling. It would have been far better writing had that actually killed him.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
Oh.
I thought the Heavens Ward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavens Ward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heavens Ward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Aye. Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
I got a revolution, Chatfish.
I know, we'll probably polish off all the class quests next stream, I imagine.
Let me guess. You're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right?
No, not
Because
really.
it's what I am. I'm not ashamed of it anymore. Because even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. They, none of them, are well-bred. Hell, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Story old as time, and one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the pure blood or blue bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them, in House Halirata. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotten. In a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the high houses, that much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about us throwing wide the gates for the heretics is just that nonsense. If not you, then who? You, Temple Knights, of course, reckoned it was your beloved Sir Emmerich's doing at first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavens Ward. That way, they'd have the perfect excuse to go door to door, through the broom, slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavens Ward scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, and so they have been forced to improvise. A fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast, so what's the plan? We must divert attention of the high houses away from the city, and to do that, we need the cooperation of you and your allies in this service. And what makes you think I have friends in high places? You would be fools not to, given your goals. Lowborn knights are ideal recruits. Most swore fealty only out of a desire for a better life, if offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves. Who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear. But it need not come to that. This day, if they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with the new threat massing of heretics, for example, then they will be unable to join in the defenses of the vault. Spread false reports of an attack to get him out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the high houses believe another attack is imminent, they will have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Aye. Can we keep them out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. Then it is decided. To the vault. The Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty?
When?
Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives, rescue Sir Emmerich and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces into two parties. Astinian and I will make ready to breach the underground gaol in search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Warrior of Light. Together with Lord Haushavant, you and Master Elfino, for this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way into the highest levels of the vault, even unto the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavens Ward realize what you intend, they will fly to their master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the gaol. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal to us if all goes to plan. We shall rejoin you with Sir Emmerich and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear as of their duties? Then let us do what must needs be done.
She's going to be France all over against Sun Cringe. Oh, close to it. I think I'll run a black mage. You want to go? You want to take the Aether crystal?
Yeah. Thank you, little Gobi.
And also, welcome to the stream to compressor.
The others are in position, Mr. Sarah. I will send word once you and your party have entered.
No. The vault. I'm here. You're clear. Let's get it on.
Alright. Dungeon.
Gungan time! Woo! Chatfish! Like, woo! And they just explode. Binsky and Squealy. Two furries.
I don't want to be a furry no more. But I have to deal with it. Generic.
More like
you
tank
got
things.
to turn on.
There we go.
Come on. Kill him, Chatfish.
I don't have fire yet. No, I don't have fire yet.
Not even close.
Not even close. You can use flare instead.
Congratulations, Precious. Enjoy your pizza. What kind of pizza did you get? Spill to me your beans. It wasn't a bean pizza, I tell you that. I don't like beans. Beans in my pizza. Sounds awful, honestly. There's a little pressure.
Going to enjoy it.
Little tin bow. Brackens and my chatfish. Round and
all traitors.
Yeah, that's why they're here. Like, we're gonna take turns stabbing you in the back when you're not expecting it. I think somebody just bonked me.
He did.
The bonk? He died. Lost a bit.
No. Dungeon over. He's dead.
Oh, this is a bad guy. I was like, who's this guy?
Yeah. A big boss of the dungeon. As you can see, he became a demon. An icon.
It's one of the Heaven's Ward knights with the blue armor.
Ow.
He hurts, doesn't he? But how? Just as Sir Cherrybird said, withdraw to the inner sanctum. Which way? Very large and wide stairs, you know? Okay, but
Beef
do you have a...
toppings. Sounds good. What?
No, I don't think you have the skill to move yourself towards another player.
We are slowly killing our way. The White Knight. Wow, he's White Knighting. God, I'm destroyed.
The Black Knight. He's
Oh.
not even Batman. This fucker again.
I'll cut you to pieces!
He's a little mad. He's also
A little
French.
bit.
Destroy him. He's also...
I will not yield to you!
No. He also becomes God-Man.
I have the power!
Who's gonna kick me when I put down my fucking movie play lines? Fucking asshole.
You don't want to stand there regular.
I know, I realized.
Wait, run in there. I'm dead.
Yep. The mechanic there is that he pushes you towards those black holes that he creates when he does the line area. You see, where he shoots that, there's now going to be a black hole there, and if you stand close to those, you take damage.
Gotcha. Oh god. I didn't quite stand in there. Did not quite thread the needle.
I think you're basically just like 1 pixel large, so you can stand in those tiny, tiny spots.
I had you. Well, time is on our side. We will meet again. And he grenowed away.
Some big boys.
Some chunkies, people.
That's right. My kabunkle's dead.
Miki, what do you feel about no Carpal? Is he your favorite thing ever? Or is he just a little rat thing? It reminds me of Beetle.
Some sort of demon creature. There we go. Not bad. See you, Gobi. Have a good one, buddy.
Have a good one,
We
Gobi.
love
Nice.
little Gobi. Gobi's like, ooh.
And Gobi.
We just tuck him in. You know, we beat him a little bit. It's like, what the fuck? That way,
you show you care.
That's why he can't get out of bed. You know, his legs are broken. Or his tail fin, I guess.
Am I on it? No.
I can weather the storm.
You lazy shit.
I can weather. What? Demons?
Get closer. Yay, flare! I can see why they changed the way the Black Mage buff works.
What?
Never mind. We'll finish this first.
Night, bro.
So this guy, he might put some chains between people. So if you get like a glowing orange fire chain attached to you, run away from the other guy who has it attached. Otherwise, you could both take a lot of damage.
Gotcha.
Yep. Like now.
Also, avoid standing in front of the knights.
Yeah.
Sickness must be purged. And now the final cut.
Destroy the balls.
The balls.
This shall be a mercy. You disgust me.
You disgust me.
Does not like rats.
Sickness must be purged.
Knights are coming.
Be gone with you.
Burning chains, I need to move. Knights. Ow.
Sickness must be purged.
Come on.
Sickness must be purged.
There we go. Don't breathe.
You're sitting there like,
Yeah, killed him. We murdered him.
Our power! How can this be?
Fall back!
Father, please!
Yep, that all but confirms it.
For a mercy, we were not too late.
Why must you do this, Father?
Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
And tear down the very pillars of our society?
our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years. A fool to the last.
Look out!
Oh, damn.
Go. Asisla awaits.
Lord Orchefort!
It's no good. The wound is too deep. It refuses to mend.
You are unharmed? Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of... Oh, do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
Damn. He's dead, Champish. Oh.
Here's for the javelin of light.
I know not what to say. The others, they are gathered at Fort Thames Manor.
Hoshifon deserves better than potato air.
The others are. Please enter, Mr. Stilius.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son, and for the nation he loved.
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
I could not stand there in silence, but when all others had forsaken us, Lord Hochefort took us in, our beacon of hope in a world of darkness. He did his utmost to raise our spirits, so that we might face our troubles with courage, with conviction, so that we might face them as knights. We must press on with our mission. Katu, pray return to your duties at the Forgotten Knight. Let us go and speak with Sir Emric. Aerith, I worry for his well-being.
It's
Forgotten Knight.
it's
When
the
in
same
doubt,
place
Forgotten
every
Knight.
time. It's the same place every time.
My boss didn't see too much stuff on the screen. An audience with the Lord Commander. Yes, of course.
My friends, I am in your debt. Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust. Some wounds do not heal.
The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatosker, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreisvelger did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well? Thorin's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heaven's Ward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horschiffon was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heaven's Ward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable.
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heaven's Ward and stop my father before it is too late.
Mistress Tilius, Master Elvino, I, Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Our aid in preventing whatever it is that the Archbishop intends. Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetrated. No more. I shall pursue him to the end of the world if I must. I thank you, Aerith. I have heard many men make such pledges, but you speak in earnest. Much has changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop of the Heaven's Ward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Aerith and I will stop them. Would that I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there has been the Archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses, a force of stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins would have been difficult even with my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it we must, for unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mark the cessation of Dravanian hostilities. Far from it. We will have a great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emeric. To my dying breath, I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I would like to assist the Scions in their search for the Archbishop. Aerith, Master Elfino, pray attend to me outside. Very well, Aerith. With me, Aerith. I believe we have much to discuss.
Now, did you have to go soon?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. This is probably a good place to wrap up. The next quest isn't very long, but...
Yep. Wow.
Yep.
You're level 60!
Oh no, you got the gear I had to use for my mage for a good while.
Chat, like, you gotta get Aerith back. Like, seriously, start donating lots of fucking money.
She's right. Fucking potato.
Oh my fucking god. But yes, Chatfish, that will conclude today's stream of Final Fantasy Online. We saw Harshavant, he perished in Batole. Tragic fate befell him. And yeah, so we gotta fuck up the Archbishop just a little bit for that, you know? So we'll do that in the next
Next
stream.
time we should probably do all of your class quests in a row. Next stream, I imagine.
Yeah, we'll binge them all down because there'll be nothing to interrupt.
Are we far enough into the story where we can just do all of them?
I think so, but I'm not sure. It doesn't say that you need to do any of the main story, but
Have a good one,
I don't know.
By the way, Chatfish, this will conclude today's stream. We will see you in a stream that will take place later today. So have a very good rest of your evening, and we'll see you in a couple hours. Bye, little Chatfish.
Bye now.